Hi everyone, this is Donnie Lowy from Closeoutexplosion.com. I hope you're doing well today. I'd like to give you some tips on buying wholesale handbags in New York. So there are definitely many great sources in New York, but you have to make sure that whatever you're buying is authentic. You can usually tell if something is authentic or not, but I understand you might not be an expert on knowing what is authentic or what's not authentic. So what you should consider is who it is that you're buying those handbags from and how did they buy those handbags. For example, most of the handbags in my warehouse are overstock and store returns from department stores. So if someone needs, I could tell them where I buy the bags from, which department store. I can even show them the boxes in my warehouse that shows the department store from which the handbags arrived. Now, if you're buying from another wholesaler in New York, find out where do they buy those handbags from. Now, another good opportunity in New York are not just brand name handbags, but you can buy private label and generic handbags. They're handbags that are, not made by a brand name, but they could still be very fashionable, and they could be made, for the boutique market or for the discount market. When buying those handbags, make sure that they're not knockoffs or replicas of brand name handbags. So what you need to do is look at a handbag, and then, you should be aware of what styles are out there in the market. And you might want to bring your cell phone so you could go on the internet to look at the handbag, compare it to brands. You could even ask them up front, is this handbag similar to any other brand? And they'll tell you, and that will give you some insight. And before selling those handbags, you should definitely make sure that you're buying something that is authentic and that's an original handbag. Now, another opportunity in New York is to approach handbag designers and work with them. You might be able to get in early into the career of a handbag designer that's bringing a new line. You buy those handbags from the designer while she needs the money to develop her business. She'll give you a really good price, and as the popularity of her handbags rises, so you'll have a relationship with her, so you'll be able to buy handbags from her and then sell them to your customers. Now, what you can also do is you can approach designers and find out what handbags they have left over from their previous sales, buy those handbags at a substantial discount, and then sell them to your customers at a good profit margin. Now, the key is that if you're going to buy a handbag by a designer that's not well known, then it has to have something else going forward, and that means it has to be really good quality, very fashionable, a really nice style. It has to be something very unique. Otherwise, your customers are just going to want to buy the brand name handbags. And if it's not unique enough, and then you're going to be forced to compete on price, then you're just going to be competing with the very plain looking handbags in the market that are sold for a few dollars each. So make sure that whether you're focusing on the high end of the market, the boutique end of the market, or the low end of the market, because that's how you're going to be able to determine how much you should pay for the handbags and what kind of handbags you should buy. Hope you enjoyed this video. You're welcome to visit my website, closeoutexplosion.com.